Howdy, folks. Welcome to the Fingerpicking Workshop for August 7th, 2025. I've got 16 examples, including, if you can make it all the way to number 9, you get a special famous tune that we're going to work into our Fingerpicking Workshop. First of all, we're going to start out with just 2 fingers. Now, you could use whatever 2 fingers you want. You want to use the thumb on the big string, but you could use whatever finger you like down here. I suggest maybe starting with the first, maybe go to the second, eventually go to the third, because if you have each finger on its own string eventually, that ring finger will have to get that smallest string and get used to doing that. So what we have here is we're going to go 2 on the big one to little string, 2, 4, and each time we're going to go up to a big note, we're going to go to that little note. So it's 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, 0, 2. That's example number 1. Okay, so let's try that. That was 2 to the little one, 4 to the little one, 5 little one. So 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, 0, 2, and we'll end with the little one. So here we go. 3, 4. Let's try that twice in a row. 3 and 4 and. And again. Okay, so that's a good easy one to get you started. Now we're going to switch our high note to the second string and do the same stuff. So you might use like your middle finger there, because if you think about it, each one of these would have its own string eventually, for more complicated stuff. So we're going to have 2 to the second string, and we're going to do the 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, open, 2 again. Let's try that. 3, 4, and. Let's try it twice in a row. 3 and 4 and. And. Okay, now we're going to switch it to the G string as our alternate note. Then it starts getting weird in here. We've got those notes that are right next to each other, causing a lot of dissonance. And then we got notes that are exactly the same on the way back. So this one's kind of interesting. So 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, open, 2. And that was with the G string. So let's take a review of all these. First we have the E string one, 3 and 4 and. Now the B string. Now the G string. Okay, so you work on your speed, you get a little faster. Okay, now let's move on to number 4. We have. So we're going to start moving the bass note around. So we have 2 on the big one. We're going to go only with the small string as our alternate note. 2 and then open on the G. 2, 4, 2, open, back to the big 2. So. Let's try that. 3 and 4 and. And again. Okay, now we're on number 5. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to use the second string as our alternate note. Let's try that. 3 and 4 and. I'll do another fingerpicking lesson that gets into more classical approaches, like to get really fancy with like. So you might get like double notes on all those opens. And in classical, you also have that like. So you got got that triple thing. So those are advanced things that we'll talk about. Okay, so we were on number 5. Now we're gonna go to number 6. We're gonna start with the open. We're gonna change this to the first finger over here. So open to big 2, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, open. So you gotta get your thumb in the right spot back here to make it comfortable to be able to hit all those notes. So the pinky can reach there. So now if we switch the bass note here, this is like an E minor type thing. We can switch the bass note and still be an E minor to this G string, so it makes it a lot easier. Okay, so number 6 was, let's try that, 3 and 4 and, now we're going to have the G in the bass, 3, 4. And again. Now we're going to switch the alternating note, or the kind of bassier note, to the second string. Okay, so that's starting to sound familiar. So here goes your special number 9. It's Paint It Black by the Rolling Stones. That's your special. You unlocked the secret special gift of the lesson, which was Paint It Black. Give you a little cover in there, a little famous riff. So we got 2 to start with, and then we're gonna go open, open, and then 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, open. And then we have to switch to this other chord, which is like a kind of a B chord with these 2 4s here on the G and the B strings. We're gonna start with the 5 on the second string. That type of a thing. I guess you just kind of, the way I do it, I kind of stop on that second string. This isn't exactly like how they did it, but it's kind of like how I've been doing it a lot live, for years and years. It's probably a little easier than the way they actually do it, So anyway, if you want some Paint It Black chords, here's another added bonus. We're gonna have E minor, D, G to D, E minor. Band I was in, Whitewater Ramble, we kind of did it like 3, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 3, which isn't exactly right, but it's kind of like stuck in my head, so that's how I do it now, E minor, D, G to D. Now this time you go A, B7, and the solo section is just E minor, B7. And I have some lessons on that where it gets into the harmonic minor scale and how to kind of solo over Paint It Black. Back to the finger picking, we have number 10. It's gonna go. So now we're using double fingers down here to get a different finger on a different string. We got 2, open, open, and we go to the 4, 5, 4, 2, open, 2, 2. So we're gonna keep it going here at the end on this one. So once again, we got. Now number 11 is just flip the strings to second and third. Okay, so let's try number 10. Let's try it. 3 and 4 and. And again. And then number 11, we switch the strings. We got 3, 4. Okay, now I'm going to bring in the ring finger on the bottom string. So we really need each finger on its own string to make these things happen. So 2 and open at the same time, coming down the strings, then we switch our bass note. So that's a tough one. We'll slow that one down. 3 and 4 and... Okay, and then a way to take that to the next level would be to not do the one at the same time and do 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a... Okay, so it's... Let's try it. 3 E and a 4 E and a... All right. And so the point of all this is like, this shows you how you can make your own songs using these types of techniques. You don't have to follow anything I did, and I could have done it a lot of different ways. I wrote down these exercises kind of as fast as they came to my head, just things that I thought made sense. I ended up with that one that reminded me of Paint It Black, so throw that in there. It's whatever you think you want to try. And this first part of the lesson was based on E minor stuff, right? You got your E minor chord, we kind of move the bass notes around. We use the other strings that are part of that scale and stuff. So you could be in, think about any other chord. So like a chord like D. So I have an exercise here, number 14. This is if we were using a D chord. We wanted to have like, say, the D bass and a D note, and then start moving the bass notes around. Stuff like that, okay? So we're gonna have big string to the 3 on the second string. We'll go to the 2 on the big string, the 4. Then we'll go down to the G string, open, 2, open, 4, 2, open. So that's just in that D major scale. That's the notes of the D major scale. And for more about the D major scale, I got a lesson here for you. Okay, so we're gonna go. Okay, we'll do it nice and slow. 3 and 4 and... Okay, a little faster. 3 and 4 and... Yep, you can try your double thing. So there's a lot you can get out of, these just simple techniques, but going nice and slow to the start, and then eventually you get faster. And you can add things to it, Or... Okay, so here's another one, number 15. We got, what if we had a chord up here? So sometimes with the chord, you have to change your configurations around a lot. So that's good practice to try to think about that stuff. So I want to always have the 2 and 3 hitting as a chord. But when I have these other bass notes come in, I need to make new shapes. Sometimes you can get that thumb around here. Now you get to this one and you got to do that whole flip around though, so it makes it kind of like a... Oh, can we reach the other one? Okay, I don't suggest that. You'll be in like the thumb hospital soon. All right, don't try this at home, folks. So we got... Okay, and then you could go one more level and you could do like finger picking, do the notes at a different time. Okay, so okay, 3 and a 4 and a. All right, that was a finger picking workshop for the first week of August 2025. Thanks for watching Damon's Baritone Uke Joint. Got some tabs with this. We'll see y'all soon. All right, I've got a brand new little song for you that I wrote last week, and it's a great finger picking exercise. So let's take a look at these chords we're gonna have. This is a D7. We're gonna go from that to a D6. So we had that 5th fret on the G string. We're gonna go to the 4th fret. We have the 3 and the 2 down here from a D, and we have the D bass. So everything that's moving is on this G string. We're gonna go down to that 4th fret. We're gonna go down to the 3rd fret. I like to do it like that. And then we're gonna go to the regular D. This one you could call like a D sharp 5, regular D. So D7, D6, D sharp 5, regular D. Then we have a finger picking pattern that goes with each of those chords. So here we go. Okay, so that's the first part of the song. So what we do is we start with the 2 biggest strings. So after we do those first 2 big strings, we're gonna go 2nd string and 1st string. So I have a different finger on each string. So whenever I hit one of these strings, it's always the same finger, so it gets kind of predictable and you can get consistent with it. So I've got a finger on each different string, and I'm gonna go big 2 strings and then 2nd string, 1st string, with that middle finger and ring finger. Now I'm gonna go bass right there, and then I'm gonna go 2nd string, 3rd string. So it's 4th and 3rd, and then it's 2nd and 1st. So it's, and then the bass, the big one, string 2 to 3. So now our next part, we're gonna start with the big one and the little one. And we're gonna come down to the 2nd string, 3rd string, back to the 1st. So put that with the beginning, we got. So the only thing we have to do now is go. So bass, 2nd and 3rd. So now we do the outsides. Now the last thing is bass, 2 and 3. Okay, let's try that together. Nice and slow. 2, 3, 4. Can be a little tricky, right? Let's try it again. 3, 4. Okay, then we just switch this one finger here. We go 3, 4. And we'll switch again. 3, 4. To the D, 3, 4. And then we have this. Okay, so we're gonna have the outside notes again. We have the bass with the little one. We're gonna have a pinky down here to get in this D sus. We're gonna hit the bass with that high note and pull it off. And then go down to strings 2 and 3. And then open on the little one. Down those strings 1, 2, and 3. So. Okay, that's how that one finishes there. So let's do the D. 3, 4. Okay, let's go through the whole thing. 3, 4. Okay, and then we're moving on to the next part. So the next part is a F sharp minor chord. We have the barring the 2s, and we have the 4 on top. We're gonna do the same picking pattern. So once you get used to that picking pattern, it's gonna be easy to change to this chord here. We've got 2 big ones, second and first, bass, second, third. And then we got the outsides, and then bass, second, third. So once again, we got 3, 4. Okay, one more time. 3, 4. Now this next part is interesting because it comes a little bit away from that particular picking pattern, but it kind of starts the same. So this is a G major 7, open, 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 and 2. We're gonna start with those 2 big ones again. So all that is the same as our other picking pattern, but now we're gonna come up here, pinky on this 5 down here in the small string. We're gonna hit the G string and pull that off to the 2. Hit the 3 here on the second string, so we got to the G again. And then we had little 2, 3 to open, pull off on the second, and then open on the third. So. Okay, then we'll be back to that F sharp. And then back to this G major 7. Okay, so this whole part is going to go F sharp minor to this G major 7, F sharp minor, G major 7, F sharp minor, and then E minor. A7, hold that. So let's look at this whole new part again. 3, 4. E minor. That for 2 beats, and then we're gonna go. So that's the 2 and the 2 from an A7 to the 4 and 3 to 5 and 5, and then we're gonna go. And that's open 2, 2. We're gonna go 2 and then 3, 2, pull off. So we jump up here and get the 10, 9, and 5, and that's the end of it. So let's look at the whole thing again. We got. All right, thanks a lot for watching, y'all. We'll see you soon. All right, today I got a finger picking Friday for you. I got some new exercises we can talk about doing some finger picking. So the first one, we're gonna have a little chord, 5 on the bottom, and a 3 and a 2. We're gonna use our first 3 fingers. We'll go. That'll be the first little chord thing we'll do. So I use my second finger on the bottom string, then first finger, then thumb, and we'll do that 2 times, and then 2 extra notes. That gives you one whole measure of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So then I'm gonna go to this one. So I've got 3, 3, and 2 down there, and I'm using the same fingers. So and then a D, and then we'll open that bottom string. So we got. Okay, so the goal is to try to like hold those notes out as long as you can and try to change to the next chord cleanly so you don't drop any notes on the way. And then the whole thing of having to kind of jump back and get that new position. So trying to go through it twice would help you get back to that, having to move it around and get it back to start again. So let's try that. Let's see. I'll say 3 and 4 and then we'll go. Okay, so here we go. 3 and 4 and. Okay, so that was number 1. And number 2, we're going to jump on these bigger strings. We're going to have these bar the 2s and the 2 big ones here. Actually, bar all 3 of those. And we're going to start with the pinky on the second string. To the 3. To the 2. To the open. Okay, let's try that nice and slow. 3 and 4 and. Okay, and then number 3 is just like a Pink Floyd song called If. So we got an E major chord, we go all the way up, all the way back, and then we hit these last 2 notes there and start over again. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and switch to D. Let's try that. 3 and 4 and. Okay, moving on to number 4. Now this one kind of goes up some different chords in the key of G and some other things. So we're gonna have 3 open open is a G chord, open 1 2 is an A minor chord, 2 3 4 is a B minor, 3 5 5 there is a C, 5 7 7 is a D. Here's the E minor, and I just made it an F here. This is a E minor is 7 8 9. F major would be not in this key in particularly, but it still sounds good with these others, you know. So you got 8, 10, 10, that's a F major, and then 10, 12, 12 is a G major. So that was 3 open open, open 1 2, 2 3 4, 3 5 5, 5 7 7, 7, 8, 9, 8, 10, 10, and 10, 12, 12. So let's try that. I'll give you a 3 count. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now you could have used your first 3 fingers too, including the thumb there, so you could have gone. Okay, now this other one, we're going to go the other direction. 003, 210, 432, 553, 775, 987, 10, 10, 8, 12, 12, 10. So let's try that. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 3 count. 1, 2, 3. All right, and then number 6. So this is from a famous classical tune called Romance. We're going to start on the 7 here. We're going to go. So we have sets of 3s in this one. Okay, so it's a little excerpt from the Romance. So we're going to start on the 7th fret. We're going to go 7, open, open. We're going to do that 3 sets. Now we're going to do it one more with the 7, but we're going to go to the 5 and the 3 after that. Okay, so it was actually like 4 7s in a row and then a 5 and a 3. So I'll give you a 3 count. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go 3, 2, open. And then open 3, 7. Up to 12. Okay, so we got 4 7s, 5, 3, and then 3, 2, open, and then 0, 3, 7, and then a bunch of 12s, finish it off. So here we go. 3 count. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I do have a lesson on that whole song if you want to check that out, Romance. So let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 3.